Hey everybody, HMV here. Playing our Kerbal Space Program, and we're doing a couple random tests here with an unmanned probe. I'm not going to do too many of these, and I'm not going to show you too much of them when I do them, but didn't have any contracts that I cared about, so I picked up two in Kerbin's atmosphere. One of them on the launch pad to test this thing that I put in this cage so that when I detach it, it won't blow up, hopefully. Let's go ahead and test it. Make our money. There we go. Look at that. We just made a science point and some money. And then toss it aside. And hopefully it'll live through this. This guy needs to get up to 59 kilometers and be going at least 500 meters per second. But he's got a pretty wide window, so I don't think we're going to have any problem with this. Let's go ahead and 3, 2, 1 launch. All we've got is a swivel on this guy, but the front fuel tanks, as before, are disabled. So we don't have to worry about that. We're launching from Ferrit Island, which is... could be laid out better, I'll be honest with you. We're using a Sputnik probe, mostly because it's super light, and I don't care if it blows up. But that means that I'm going to have to control this thing all the way up, which can be interesting. I, of course, define interesting as in, oh god, we're all going to die. This guy has enough fuel in him to get into orbit. Okay, he also has enough fuel to blow up the Sputnik probe. Okay, we're at all the required things. We have completed this contract. We literally don't care about this probe anymore. But we might as well watch it come down, right? I do love what Scatterer does with the water. Well, we got our science, we got our contracts, we got our money. That's the important thing. We've got 191 grand. Really not very much when it comes down to it. And we still have no contracts here. I would like to do a flyby of Moon. I kind of wish the game would give me a flyby of Moon. I think I'm going to do a trick here. F12? No, Alt F12. Contracts. I don't feel this is a cheat because I think it's annoying. You can decline them in here. Not only can you decline them quickly, but you don't get penalized for it, and they go in order. So I can just boom, do them all. Now we have these ones. Science data from space around Kerbal. We can do that. Fly by the moon. Okay, there you go. We don't have any actual contracts, but we did get to fly by the moon. So let's do that. Sad that has a better user interface than the other one, but what are you going to do? Okay, fly by the moon, 8 science. Let's go ahead and accept it. And science data from space around Kerbin. That's an easy one. We can get that one once we've gotten into space. Let's see if we can do anything else. I don't want to do a Juno. Rockomax decoupler. Nah, the Rockomax decoupler is the big one. I'm not going to be doing that. Test the ant. Oh, just haul the ant into flight. Kind of low speed for where that is. So yeah, let's just take science data. And guess who's going? Nathan is doing Mun Flyby 1. I'll be back when I have a ship. Oh, you know what? I just remembered I forgot something. Dang it. I forgot the thermometer, which we are going to use right now. Let's log the temperature. Look at that. From the launch pad. Nathan, hop out and take that data and hop back in. Okay, now we're going to bring up the gravity turn mod, and we are going to allow it to do whatever it wants and launch. There seems to be a monolith at this space center too. And it seems to be floating out over the water because the ground doesn't go where it should. Did I put a Reliant on here? No, this is a swivel. The gravity turn mod does not seem to be trying to do anything. So maybe it's broken. Let's go ahead and revert to launch, and I'll do it myself. It's not like these kind of launches are hard. That's why I want the gravity turn mod to do them for me, though, because they're not hard, they're boring. But this is a pretty simple ship. It's got 3 fuel tanks in the bottom, 1 on the top. It's got a swivel to get it most of the way through the atmosphere, and a a Terrier, sorry, to do the entire rest of the mission. Going to have a bit of a tall ascent here because the Terrier doesn't work very well in low atmosphere, and I want to make sure we are pretty high up. Although now we're fine, so I'm going to bring it back down a little bit here. We do want to get a lot of vertical or horizontal velocity here as we go. But we're over 10 kilometers, which is kind of the yardstick that I like to use. If you're over 10 kilometers, the space engines are generally fine. Okay. It was weird that it didn't activate it, but I'm not going to complain. Actually, let's just go ahead and aim ourselves sideways, and I'll see you in orbit. Okay, sorry for not showing it to you, but Nathan has achieved orbit. We'll rotate around here to get the thermometer in the sun, and then I'm going to right-click it to perform all science, even though I could have right-clicked the command pod, but I'll show you why here. We don't care about crew reports. Now when we EVA, this thing is still right-clicked. I can say take data, and then hop in. Makes it easy. Okay, now we need to plan a flyby of the moon. We don't have the tracking station updated, and honestly, I don't really feel like doing without it. So let's go and head to the Space Center here. And I think we have the money just to upgrade the tracking station, which I think is what we need for patched conics. Yeah, I don't need planning. I just want patched conics. Oh yeah, we have plenty of money. And actually, honestly, we have that. And that's a pittance compared to that. Now, we could also take some more contracts. So let's see if we got anything good here. Oh, I wonder if we could bring the radial... Oh, no, that's the radial decoupler. We don't have that on there. We don't have any of those, so I'm not going to do the trick unless we're idle. So that's that. That's a crazy rock there in the water, but okay. But at least now we have patched conics and everything. You could actually do this this orbit here. Let's go ahead and burn up to the moon. If we pass the moon and then go a little bit higher, there we go. There's our free return trajectory. What does that burn? 863. That is cheap. We can tweak the periapsis up to say 45 or so on the way back. So, okay, Nathan, aim at that maneuver node. It's a 32-second burn, which is pretty easy. I love the better burn time mod. I don't like that Kerbal Alarm Clock still doesn't pause it when I tell it to. I specifically set it up to pause halfway to the burn, the estimated burn time, and it still pauses at 3 minutes. So I'm not sure what's up with that. Yeah, I might set my periapsis a little high, and then burn down just to avoid any interesting problems. Right about there. Let's kill the maneuver node. This periapsis is 50. I think that's perfect. Okay, Nathan. Okay, this thing's running now. It should now alert me when I can run science. The ship is under acceleration? No, it's not. Why is the ship under acceleration? Let's go ahead and hit F5. And then hold F9. Cannot warp faster than when ship is under acceleration. I don't know what to do about that. Our periapsis is rock solid. There we go. Okay. The game just didn't know what it wanted to do. Okay, let's turn this on again, or not. I don't know what's up with this mod. I don't know what's up with any mods. Let's go ahead and get back into get back out of Curve and Shadow here. We should be able to run a science experiment from up here. Nathan, by the way, is gone higher than any Kerbal ever before. ahead and keep that. We don't need that. Go ahead and hop out. Take the data. Take your own EVA report, which we've gotten before, but when we get to Moon, we'll see new stuff. No shake when we went into Moon's sphere of influence. That's interesting. Keep the experiment. Oh, we're still high over Kerbin. So never mind. There's no shake because we haven't actually made it there yet. Yeah, we'll just keep it until we actually get into Moon's sphere of influence. I'll have to fix that alarm so that it actually does what we want. There we go. Now we're high over Moon. We're not going to get low over Moon. That's we'll save that for the landing. Now let's perform all science, and we do want to log the temperature. Keep it and keep it. Hop on out. Take it. Take all the data and hop back in. And then hop right back out because you forgot to do your EVA report. There we go. And we also got our contract. We got two of them. We got one for World First and one for the Fly by the Moon contract, which is awesome. So let's head back to the Space Center and see if we can get another contract. Conduct observational surveys of the Moon. Sadly, that is at a specific spot. We're not going to be doing that. Yeah, radial decoupler splash down. Nope, none of these work. Yeah, if we had thought to bring one of these radial decouplers with us, I don't know why we would have. We'd be able to take this one, but nope, none of these are good, so we'll just bring Nathan home. And just in case, we're gonna have right-clicked this guy for our Moon periapsis flyby here. As Nathan goes to the far side of Moon. Just in case this is low, but I doubt it. Yeah, it's still high. However, we can probably do an EVA. Oh, never mind. Okay. Let's just get him out of the sphere of influence, which I should fix while I'm thinking about it. Sphere of influence alarms. 0 margin. Still no shake, though. And we are now actually in Kerbin's sphere of influence. We've got a 48-kilometer periapsis, which is pretty darn high. So if we get to that, and then we burn negative 313 meters per second, which is our final amount of fuel. Yeah, that's pretty darn good. Yeah, we'll keep that. We will keep that. So let's go ahead and warp. Apparently I have to turn this on. Hover over things to show names on mouse over. There we go. Let's apply, and then we don't need this anymore. Now I can, oh, look at that, it's Joule, yay. Okay, let's go ahead and aim at that maneuver node that we've set up. We have plenty of battery power. Oh, what did we get now? You have escaped the gravitational influence of the Moon. Okay, it's even more science. That's fine by me. Go ahead and hop out, get another EVA. Already been there. Oh, it's still high over Kerbin. Okay, let's get a little bit lower then. Okay, hop out one more quick time. I'm sure NASA would do this. And we've already got it. Oh, well. It's good enough for me. Let's go ahead and get aimed at this maneuver node. Yeah, we brought 2 batteries, so we have plenty of electric power. Let's go ahead and, yeah, why is the ship under acceleration? I guess I wonder if this is a bug with the sphere of influence thing, where if you're under 100 kilometers, it's doing the weird Kraken's Bane stuff, which is causing the ship to be under acceleration. I should hit F5 to quick save because I don't want any time warp related blowups. I do not accept time warp related blowups. I will accept regular blowups, but not time warp related ones. And we are past our periapsis, so we're going to burn out our engine, and then we'll kick it away. We are still going faster than orbital. We actually did not do nearly as much as we thought, which of course means we're going to be doing multiple passes. So I'm not going to make you watch these. I will be back when something interesting happens. Okay, we are definitely coming back down. Our apoapsis is now officially under 70 kilometers. I'm at 4 times time warp, so Nathan's life is in his own hands here. I'm sure we'll be fine. Yeah, we're getting close to 2 kilometers a second, which is the danger zone, and we're not even seeing any bars, and the temperature is 450 degrees. I wouldn't hop out or anything, but I think in the capsule, everything will be fine. And amusingly, we are coming down like right over Kerbal Continent. I think we're gonna land in the mountains over here, which could be interesting. But the amusing thing is if we make it over the mountains and we land like near Kerbal Space Center, it's not there because we launched from a different place. But it looks like we're not going to make it that far, yeah, so that's fine. There's also there's a monolith somewhere on these mountains. I actually think, if I remember from last time, it's on this mountain, and in theory we should be able to see it, but I don't. It might be over here. But I remember landing a plane. I thought I landed a plane on this upslope in the last series where I was trying to do this. Let's go ahead and pop the chute so I don't forget as I'm sitting here talking. But yeah, I'm looking and I don't see anything. Go ahead and keep that. Got to remember to take these things because the mod isn't telling me about them. Oh, now it does. Yeah, I'm not sure under what circumstances this mod is working or not. But not much you can do about that. I surely can't fix it, so I don't really put it on them to do it. Bring up the ambient light just a little bit so we can see. There we go. Go ahead and hop out. Get your free EVA report. Take the data, store the data, hop down, take another EVA report and a surface sample, which is awesome. Just did it automatically. That's what I want this mod to do every time. I don't know why it's not doing it. Let's go ahead and keep this one too. Why not? And then recover the vessel. This is going to be a very profitable mission, both for money and for science. Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful sunset there. 167 science, and we got 20 grand or 200 grand, which is still not enough to upgrade our astronaut complex. But that is probably the next upgrade we're going to do. Let's also see if we got another mission. We did not have one to find anything. We do have orbit the moon and plant a flag on the moon, though. So I think we're going to take those. We're probably, you know what we're probably going to do? We're probably going to pick orbit the moon and then see if we got another one. I don't want to rescue anyone or conduct observational surveys anywhere or ferry anyone anywhere, which basically leaves these two. That's crazy. So let's go ahead and take them. Orbit, plant a flag. I just remembered we actually can take 7 contracts now. So we don't actually need these. So you know what we can do? We can do one run through. I think I'm going to allow myself after each mission to do one run where I throw away garbage contracts that I don't want. These are offered contracts. Let's just decline all of these until we get through these ones, and then we'll see what is offered here. Still nothing that we could do from this. Radial mount drogue chute. Well, we could bring those anyway. 4,000 to 10,000. I think by the time we're 4,000 up, we're going to be traveling faster than 290, but maybe not. And we don't have to do anything. We just have to have it. Let's go ahead and accept it. Test a swivel splashed down. Can we land on the moon with a swivel? I don't think it's worth it for that, to take it all the way to moon and back. Test a hammer at the launch site. We'll probably be using hammers. Test a flea at the launch site. Sure, we could do both. Conduct observational surveys of the moon. I don't think we're quite there yet. And then ferrying people. Okay, we'll keep it at that. This is what we're doing next episode. We're gonna knock out all 5 of these contracts. We're gonna orbit, land on the moon, plant a flag on the moon. I guess we don't have land on the moon. We just have plant a flag on the moon. And then we're going to be testing things at the launch site and bringing a drogue chute with us. I hope you're looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to doing it. I'm HMV and I as always, talk at you later.